As you guys know, the champion cycle got a rework. There's no longer the 3-card cycle now, and it's actually already in the game because the update happened earlier today. And in my opinion, guys, champions like the Boss Bandit and also the Monk, the more expensive champions, are actually better now. Now, I don't know if this was intentional or this was accidental. Maybe their original thought process was all the champions would end up being worse. But guys, the reason why the Boss Bandit definitely got a buff from this change is because people didn't use the Boss Bandit for the 3-card cycle. Whereas champions like the Archer Queen, people would play inside a Pig cycle, for example, where the 3-card cycle you would obviously see take effect and be very valuable. But champions like the Boss Bandit, guys, people aren't using them for the 3-card cycle. People are using the Boss Bandit because she's just a very strong card. The ability is very strong, she's got a lot of health, and it's kind of similar for the Monk. But in this video, I'm talking specifically about the Boss Bandit. 6 elixir champion. Now, you can get it down so often, especially in double and triple elixir. So by the time your opponent killed your first Boss Bandit, you can immediately play another after they already spent so much elixir just to take out your first one. And it is just absolutely crazy. So God Machine coming in here, Skeleton Barrel, I got no idea what this guy's running. And it's also strange, I don't know if you guys think it's a little weird in my opinion, that they decided to implement this change before the season ended because the balance changes are happening in October, but this is already live in the game now. You can see a crown above the Boss Bandit and guards. So unfortunately, he does actually have a lot of good counters to the Boss Bandit. He's got the guards in his deck, which is going to be actually one of the best counters in the game, I would say, to her. But this is actually why I think, guys, the Boss Bandit is going to be even better next month, because the guards are getting a nerf, which is one of the best counters to her. So you're definitely going to have to watch out for her. And he's going to go in for a machine, but because the Executioner is already down, I am going to go Ramrider here because this could be a little annoying for him if he doesn't have a good response. And you can see he has to go in for Skelly King as well as Vines, so I guess I'm content with that because he did commit quite a lot of elixir. We do got to watch out here. I guess we just go in for a snowball here. We got to go guards, and then if he, does go in for the ability, we got to get a nice little bar barrel here on top of everything that we can, and then hopefully this Berserker can clutch up. I don't know how this... Ooh, we got to go Vines here, and then we gotta snowball this. It sucks that I gotta waste... Okay, nice. He just wasted Vines on nothing. I was gonna say, like, it sucks I gotta waste my Evo snowball, but then he just went in for Vines, wasting 3 elixir. So actually, just like that, we're looking pretty decent. So let's go Executioner in the back here, and then I'm probably gonna cycle my Boss Bandit next, depending on what he does. He goes Machine, so we can actually go Boss Bandit in the other lane, because that's probably one of his best counters to the Boss Bandit, so we want to pressure in the opposite lane. But he has the Witch as well. He's actually got a lot of, solid counters, as you can tell. The Witch as well as the guards. So we'll see if we can work our way around both of them. And he is going to go in for the guards. They all ended up going in the other lane, which I don't even think was intentional. So we just go in for the Executioner here. And he's probably going to go Vines, but since he just did, that means we could actually pressure here. I think he kind of messed up a little bit. I feel like him pressuring there that aggressively was kind of a bad play. And as you guys can see, we're doing a really good job so far. His Evo Witch is now as good as dead, which is great. Of course, we can go in for an Executioner here. Hopefully it ends up getting a throw. Nice. I was worried he was going to go Vines, but luckily he didn't. So we're actually looking pretty good here. We could go in for a Boss Bandit now, and then I would say let's probably go in for a Ramrider here, and we'll see kind of like what he wants to do. Going for the Boss Bandit ability, and I don't know if he's going to go Vines. Yeah, he does. Okay. I was thinking going Vines. Really good thing I didn't, because if I ended up going Vines there, I feel like I would have been absolutely cooked. It would not have been good, that's for sure. We'll just go in for a Berserker here, and then we might have to just go in for a Snowball on this Witch. This Witch is actually really obnoxious, I'm not going to lie. Let's just go in for an Executioner here, and then we'll kind of see what he wants to do. If he decides to go in for a Skeleton Barrel, we're for sure... Okay, yeah, he is going to go in for a Witch, so we got to watch out here. Let's see. We can just go in for a Bard Barrel on top of all this here. He does go for the Vines, as you can see. I guess we could just go in for the Boss Bandit here. We go in for a Ramrider here, and then we got to go in for a Evo Snowball here on top of everything. And we do end up taking that out, which is really good. Ramrider makes a connection on top of the other lane. And just like that, we're looking okay here. This is kind of a stressful match, I'm not going to lie. I feel like we got to go Ramrider here in the other lane for sure. Definitely, we have to get some pressure going. Force the Skeleton King out of him, and he goes in for Vines as well. And he even goes in for a Witch just to defend that. That's really good for us. We could get an Executioner going here. And let's see, he does go in for guards. Let's just do this. Let's just go in for a Snowball here. And Then let's go in for a Ramrodder. We need to get some pressure going for sure. Oh my gosh, this push is gigantic that he just went in for. Let's go in for the Vines here, and then we'll get a Barbell going on top of all this. And I think, guys, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we do end up winning this match. We just have to make sure this doesn't connect. He might go for the... Wait, what is the Executioner doing? Okay, we're fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, what a... Whew, like, what a weird match. That was... Okay, that was kind of a crazy one. In that type of matchup, I feel like he had some really solid answers to our Boss Bandit, but we still ended up winning. The Executioner ended up clutching up and getting an insane amount of value for us that match because it was really good against us things like the Witch, as well as the Skeleton Barrel, and the other baity cards like even the Skeleton King. So the Executioner was for sure the MVP in that match. And okay, there we go. We found another game. I was wondering, like, why is it taking so long? I'm not even that high up. I actually didn't play much the last couple days, so I think I'm only around like top 1K right now, but it's still taking a long time to find a game. But we're in our next one here. We got Snowball, Executioner, our starting hand. We could probably just start with a Snowball and then from there see what he wants to do. If he's not going to do anything, I guess I'll just cycle up Barbell. He's probably running some sort of expensive deck because he's got the Chef. I mean, who really knows which one? Okay, so he is going to go in for the Machine. The guards are actually going to do a pretty good job against that. They're going to be able to get a good amount of damage on it. So by the time it gets on our side of the map, it's already only at like a third of its health. And he's going to go in for the minions, so we are going to have to commit a Executioner here, which I guess is okay. And wow, that rocket did come down just in the nick of time, unfortunately, didn't it? Baby Drag means there's a good chance this is like Golem or something. I guess we could just cycle a Snowball here, so that way we end up... That actually allows the Executioner to get another shot, so that's really good. Let's just go in for a Ramrodder here. I kind of just want to test the waters, what his win condition is. Yeah, it's for sure going to be Golem, most likely, if I had to guess. Like, I think that's definitely what it's going to be. So we'll just go in for guards here. Had I known he was going to do that, I would have gone Boss Bandit. I should have just gone Boss Bandit on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I think that was a mistake. Not doing that. Is it the end of the world? Probably not, but if I were to do things over, that's what I would have done for sure. We would have ended up getting more value. But I'd say let's just go in for a Barbell on this and then go from there. Maybe we want to end up getting a Executioner down, especially if he decides to go in for minions here, because that'll be like a good counter to that. So we'll see if that's what he chooses to do. Wow, Golem. That is a crazy aggressive Golem. I'm not saying it's necessarily a horrible play. I'm just surprised that he went that aggressively. We aren't going to be able to Ramrodder though, because you don't want to just go... I don't know about those minions, honestly. Okay, yeah, I don't... Yeah, I mean, that was a very interesting play by this guy. I don't really know if I agree with that decision-making by him, I'm going to be completely honest. So definitely, that's pretty good for us, what he just did. I don't really know why he made those plays, but I'll take it. So we just go Boss Bandit in the back here. And then I'd say, let's just get a Barbell going here. And then I think we could probably send in a Ramrodder at this point. Oh, wow, perfect timing because he did just go in for the... We go in for a Snowball Vines here. That is going to be able to take that out. Minions do come out. I'd say let's just go in for a Berserker here for a cheap counter to this machine. It is level 16, so we might need to commit something else. Let's just go Boss Bandit here and go from there. And he is going to go in for his Evo Furnace, which probably means an Executioner is good here. Yeah, we'll go Executioner for sure because he just went in for the machine, and then we'll kind of see what he wants to do. Golem comes out. I guess we got a pressure here for sure. Definitely good timing to do that because he did decide to, let's see, let's go for a Vines here, I guess. He goes in for the minions. We'll get a nice little Snowball here, and hopefully this ends up doing a lot of damage. It is going to... Ooh, it doesn't quite get us the win, but it almost does. It's really close, to be honest. We'll go guards here, and then maybe we get like just a Ramrodder going, and then see if we could end up breaking through. He'll probably go Vines if I had to guess on this Ramrodder. Yeah, there they are. As you can see, we're going for the Berserker here, and then maybe we get Vines going here on this, and then we need to get like an Evo Snowball going to bring all this backwards. And as you can see, really solid defense. We got to go guards to block the Baby Drag because we don't want that to lock on the tower. And we're looking really good here. We don't want to go Boss Bandit because I think he would easily be able to deal with it, but we do go for that. And then I guess we go in for an Executioner here, and then probably get a nice Bar Barrel on top of the Furnace. Really all we need to do is get a Ramrider to connect, and it's basically game. At this point, we could go in for the Boss Bandit to tank a really good amount of 8 HP. We go in for the Ramrider here. We get a nice set of Snowball going on top of the minions. And nice! The Vines came in before. There we go, guys. We are going to be able to get another really nice win over there. That's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game, and let me know in the comments below what do you guys think of the champion cycle change. And thanks again until next time, guys.